Hello and welcome. I'm Alan Thompson, the hardest working realtor in West Volusia, and I'm here with Anthony Pupello. Anthony, why are we here?
Well, Alan, that's a great question. And we are at Mill Lake Park here in the downtown Orange City. It is a beautiful place, if you guys can see the fountain behind us, and it is a wonderful place that everyone should visit. It is something that plays a lot of roles in the city. It actually is a stormwater catchment.
We'll get into that in just a second.
Yes.
Real quick, introduce yourself and what are you doing?
Absolutely.
And then we'll talk about why we're here.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for prompting me on that one. Okay,
no problem.
So Anthony Pupello, I am running to be the next mayor of Orange City. I am going to be on the same ballot as the president, and for Orange City, you're going to vote Anthony Pupello mayor.
And why are you in politics, sir?
Well, I'm in politics, Alan. Thank you for asking that question. I have a servant's heart, and I feel that government's purpose is to serve the people. And so I really want to be part of that process.
And I've been to several city council members, because you used to be on the city council. I've been to several city council meetings because you were on the city council. You definitely have that personality. Now, I am a little bit curious. I talk to a lot of people and most of them don't know that this even exists. So you've got some history here. Tell us about it.
Well,
what is this?
Well, okay, so quick story, Mill Lake Park, Mill Lake. The mill comes from when they settled this area and they actually milled the wood for the original houses built here in the late 1800s. Fast forward 1960s, we're talking about 1792 being a 2-lane road with trees over top. Well, you know, as we well know, that is now a vital highway that connects all of West Volusia. So at that point in the late 1960s, they needed to basically put their stormwater somewhere, ended up here. Kind of beautiful for a stormwater retention pond, but it took a lot of work, time, energy, and effort and community involvement to get to this place. It was something that the community wanted to make better. It was very overgrown, fenced in. Again, Florida Department of Transportation retention pond for all of 1792. Not really something that you'd really talk about, you know, in my backyard or in my front yard. But here we are. So what we did is we listened to the community. They had been talking about it. And I get on the council 2009, and you know, it was something that people said, people have talked about this and talked about this and talked about this. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yes.
And I remember having a specific conversation and having a resident say that to me, Alan. And I was like, okay, so, you know, we got it done. We used state funding. So we used regional resources. We used Volusia County funding, the ECHO funding. So we used state, county, and city resources to create something that the entire community is welcome to use. We have a splash pad. We have a beautiful walk. We have natural settings. We have pavilions. This is a location for families, for individuals. It's often in the evening or early morning. People are doing a nice walk. You'll see birds and animals because, you know, we're here in Florida, you add water
and suddenly you have creatures.
Yes, you do. So really proud of Mill Lake Park, and I think that it's Orange City Central Park.
Right.
And,
you know, speaking of where are we located, because you mentioned that it is Central Park, and it really is centrally located, but a lot of people don't even know where it's at. So give us a sense of direction. Where are we at?
Well, excellent. So where we are is, if you are traveling down 1792 and you're in Orange City, there's going to be a light at Blue Spring. Okay, you will head, depending on which direction you're heading, north or south. You're going to head east back towards the sunrise, and we're 1 block off. We're on the corner of, well, the front of it is on the corner of Oak and Blue Spring. But it is so big that you can actually access it from several different roads, and there's plenty of parking, and There's someone enjoying the park. Hello. So if you're traveling through Orange City, look for Blue Spring, the intersection at Holly, not Oak. Actually, Oak is where there's another parking area.
Oh, on this side.
Yes. So it is the intersection 1 block off there.
One block off 1792.
Off
anyway.
of 1792, behind Veterans Park.
Yeah.
Where there is another splash pad, not to be confused because we actually have 2 splash pads, and I think that's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, that's what I tell
off.
everybody, that it's right behind Veterans Memorial Park
Yes.
off 1792, and they go, what? There's a lake or a park back there? There absolutely is, and here it is. We'll get a panoramic view in a minute. This all started in 2009.
So 2009 is when I was elected, okay? And then so my part started in 2009, and it was really a community conversation, and then it turned into some real brass tacks. We had to work with various government entities, and it has taken many years, but it is completed in the entirety, and
Wow.
that finished 2 years ago.
2018. So that's why
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even know it's
Right, so it's fairly
like, if you're
new.
not weren't involved in the planning or had an event here, then there's a good chance you might have missed it.
Right, absolutely. It's something that, again, because it is 1 block off of 1792 behind Veterans Park, and Alan, it's right across the street from our skate park.
Yes, the skate park. That's another story I have to do soon.
Yes.
So
Collins Dream Park there right across the way at Coleman Park, which is a historic park here in Orange City.
And real quick, I think we're going to run out of time because I have a small memory card. I don't know if they'll be able to see this. You pointed out that right here on the map of Mill Lake Park, you can actually see your grandmother's house.
I can. Yes, I can. Right there on Rose Avenue, my grandmother moved into that house in 1949.
A true local.
Yes, absolutely. There's actually an interesting picture I was sharing with you, and maybe we'll be able to share with others, is a picture of my mom and her brother in the 1950s sitting on a post fence when this was just basically...
Right back there somewhere, right?
Yeah, somewhere over there, when it was rural and...
Not much of anything.
Not much
it wasn't
of
much to talk about.
1950s.
So, hey, is there anything else you'd like to share with us today?
Well, thank you. Again, that I am running for mayor, Orange City. Vote Anthony Pupello. I will get things done day 1.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it in light of social distancing. Boom.